Hi everyone, my name is Prabhat. So in this video, I am going to talk what is the domain name system, why the domain name system is needed, and what are the different way to resolve the IP addresses of the server. And these tutorials will helpful for you to design your own domain name system. So let's start with that. Domain name system is also called DNS. DNS is the first component when client talks to when they want to connect to any of the server. So in the case of Facebook application, this is the Facebook application deployed on this server. So there are users. So some user want to access to this application. So they invoke the request facebook.com. So whenever they invoke the request facebook.com, so request goes to the DNS server where it resolves the IP address of this fb.com. So user will be able to communicate with this server. So let us understand why DNS is required. So let's say I have developed a simple web application and hosted on one of the server. So server IP address is 10.1.1.15. The website name is systemdesignsd.com. So there are number of users who want to access my applications. So what I can do, I can share this IP address to each user. So this user know that he can connect to this IP address of this server. There is another user who want to access this system, who want to access this website. I can just give that IP address to him also. So memorizing IP address will be little bit difficult than domain name sd.com, but still fine. So let's say if this application is getting popular and I need to scale this application horizontally. I have made a complete video about scalability, how to scale the application horizontally and vertically. I'll give the link in the descriptions. If you are interested to go through that, please go through that. So this system now getting popular. So now I need to scale the application to the different server. So in that case, what will happen? This application can be on the different server. So this application can be different server. IP address could be 1.1.20 and hosted this application on other servers. I'm scaling horizontally. So these are the web server who are responsible to solve the request for those who want to access our system design website. Because this website got popular. So in this case, it's very difficult for me to share the each IP, and even for user perspective, it's very difficult to memorize each of the IP. So the result could be, there could be multiple load on the single server and the new node which got added recently that might have very less load. All the steps we are taking care manually. So if we are adding a new system, we need to inform all the clients, okay, I have added this system with this IP address. If you want, if you are interested, you just go through and access the site. But this is complete a manual process. Load distribution is not happening properly. Few of the system might have more load, few of the system might have less load. So in order to avoid that, in the case of DNS system will work, which will help to resolve the IP address of any of the server. So the user can talk directly to that DNS server, and each user will talk to DNS server, and then they will get the IP address of the one of the server and they can talk to the one of the server. So in that case, if new system got added, so but user is not required to know which system got added. It's the job of DNS server to distribute the load on this server as well. So here I'll be talking a different way to resolve this IP address of the servers. So the first one is the regular DNS. So in the case of regular DNS, when user make a call to the DNS server will resolve the domain name to a single IP address. So in this case, when we invoke the test.com as a request, DNS will assign one IP address of this domain name, so user can connect to that machine. This regular DNS is very handy if your application is hosted on the single server. But if you have hosted your application on the multiple server, then in that case, the regular DNS might not be useful. So the second one is the round robin DNS. Whenever user make a call to this site test.com, domain name server will resolve the domain name to multiple IP address. So here we have the four server S1, S2, S3, S4 and domain name is test.com. So here round robin DNS will resolve to multiple IP address. So here IP address is 10.1.1.10. So the next one, the test.com, it resolve to another IP addresses. So here DNS server resolve the single domain to multiple IP address. The IP address of the S1 is 10.1.1.0. For S2, IP address is 10.1.1.11. For S3, the IP address is 10.1.1.12. How this works is basically when first request make a call to test.com, the user will be redirected to this server. Whenever the new request come to the same URL, then the next request will be redirected to that other servers. Similarly, whenever the third request will come, that request will be redirected to the S3 server, because these three IP address is mapped to the single domain name. If the fourth request will come, the fourth request will go to the again to S1. So the problem could be if this node goes down, then since DNS server already added this entry into the system, so whenever the request will come to this, that request will not be reachable. So this is the drawback. Another drawback also could be this is not more transparent and we don't know which server has more load. And also this will not be helpful if your data center located across the world or your server located across the world. So in that case, this will not be useful because this will not identify the server based on the geolocation. So DoDNS will resolve the IP address based on the geolocation. So in this case, there are number of users who are accessing the system from India and there are number of users who want to access that system from USA. This could be any website. So the DoDNS will resolve the IP address from the nearest location which server is available. In the similar case here also, the USA will access the server who are nearest to that USA region and India user can access the server who are in India region. This could be server or this could be CDN also. So CDN is nothing but a content delivery network and this will use to serve the content from the nearest locations. I have made the detailed video about the CDN. If you are interested, please go through that. GeoDNS will help if user are located all across the globe. So in that case, GeoDNS will be very handy. The next one is latency based DNS. In the case of latency based DNS, domain name server will resolve the IP address based on the latency, not on the geolocation. In this case, the user who want to access this any website from London and data center of the website is located in Bangalore or Sydney. So in that case, when the user make a call to DNS server will resolve the IP address based on the latency. So in that case, the user request will be redirected to this because the latency is less. So this will be faster for them. So this is one of the best way to resolve the domain name system. When we talk about Amazon, the Route 53 is designed based on this system. So I hope I have covered most of the things here and this will be very helpful if you want to design your own DNS or if you want to choose any of the DNS. There are so many providers who will provide these services. Also, this will be very helpful if you are attending any interview. If the interviewer will ask you how to design the domain name system on the different scenario. They may ask you like if you have the single system, how to resolve the IP address. If the application are deployed on the multiple server in the same location, how to resolve the IP address. If the server are located on the different geographic location, then how to design our own DNS server. So this will be very handy and I hope you will find very helpful. So feel free to drop the comment below. Leave us if any feedback. Definitely subscribe and stay tuned for more system design videos. Thank you so much for joining me today.